Okay, well, as you can see, I have finished um, removing all of the wires from the back of the contact board. And this is what we are left with. There was the markings for the coil motors that were there. Um, and you can see no more wires, which is fine. We're going to put new wire on. And I want to test I want to test some of these contacts. Probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these bottom two rows. Get a little closer and you can see right there, there's a little wire sticking up. You can see those wires. There we go, that's better. You see all the wires from the 12 rows. Of course, I don't need them all. I'm probably going to use like these two here along the bottom of each one to make my positive contact that will go to the encoder. And then the common bus along here, we've already talked about, we're going to have to cut that into sections of 8. But anyway, if you remember, I'm going to flip the board over here real quick. Okay, so here's the top of it. Just gave it a quick flip. If you remember, the motors were sitting here and they were attached here, and when the motor was activated, it would pull these little tabs, which in turn would move the other end of those contact wires, and then when you played a note, the metal bar would come up and make contact with that wire and close the circuit. And however many of these were pulled would be the notes that would say, or the sounds that would be produced. So without the motors on there, of course, none of them are in position to make contact with that metal bar when it comes up. You can see there none of them are going to make contact. So what we need to do is on the other end of it down here, you can kind of see here when the motor would pull it, it would move into place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a small nail and I'm going to put on these first two rows, which are actually on this end of it by the common bus. So I'm going to take a couple of nails and I'm going to move these two into place. I think before I do that though, I'm going to actually clean these contacts and the bars, because I know they're filthy with dust and stuff, and that's going to actually interfere with making good contact. So I think that's going to be first order of business is I'm going to just go through and clean them. Then I will move these into place, just 2 rows. The rest of them won't be used, but you know they'll still be there if I need them, if I ever need them. So I'm gonna clean the contacts and then we'll go from there.